Hello, this video is in regards to my headlamp flashlight. I got a request on Facebook not too long ago asking me about do I travel at night? If so, what kind of flashlights do I use? First and foremost, I do not carry a handheld flashlight, not anymore anyway. Second, I actually do not travel at night. I just find it too dangerous to do. It's just, tricky. You can trip, fall, hurt yourself, kill yourself, cut yourself open badly, all those kinds of risks that's just not really worth taking. I do, however, move around a little bit at night, just in and around campsite, get up in the middle of the night to take a leak, or simply just, collecting a little bit of firewood in the middle of the night, as well as just, doing some cooking. So this is the headlamp that I use. I got this at Canadian Tire. I was actually, at the time when I got it, I was in a bit of a rush. I didn't really think much of it. I didn't, I just grabbed something that was within decent price, and it was green, and I like green. So I simply just went and grabbed this and didn't think much of it, but in the time that I've used it, I've had this probably for about 6 months or more now, and it is actually a pretty good flashlight. I'm going to take you a little bit around some of the settings in regards to it. There's only one button, but it's just like so many different little features that goes with it. First and foremost, the obvious is the adjustable head strap. This part here adjusts as well, and you can hear really carefully. Hopefully you can hear it. Hear the loud clicks. When I first did that to adjust it downwards, I actually thought I broke it, but I don't know, it's just the way it's made, it's just the way it is. You can see this little latch right here. You just pull this up, and then this part drops down, and there's your batteries. It takes 3 AAA batteries. Just click that back down again, clicks, and you're good to go. So for what this is, it's actually got 4 light features, 4 lights on it. So first and foremost is the red light, and that's something I've always wanted for a lot of my headlamps. I always like to have at least one red light setting in there. Personally, I like the red light. It doesn't ruin your overall night vision at night, and it has its other uses. And when I get up in the middle of the night to take a leak, I don't want to have the bright flashlight in my eyes, because I often hang it on the ridge line above my tarp, and I don't want that bright light in my eyes because it does give me a headache. So the red light does often quite good for me. So first and foremost, as you watch carefully, I'm going to take you guys through it. It's 4 modes. As you click through it, the button on the top, you click through them, it cycles through all 4. So take a look. First you got the red light, then you got the bright all 3 lights on there. So if you want to go through the cycles, you just keep clicking the button over and over and over again. Now, what makes this different from other flashlights, I'm not sure if you actually noticed it already, but you don't always have to cycle through all 4 lights. You don't even really have to do that at all, because like some flashlights, it's, if I wanted to use the red light and then turn it off again, I would have to cycle through each and every one and just to turn it off. This light, however, you don't have to do it with. So take a quick look. If I want to use the red light, and just the red light, and then I want to turn it off again, all I gotta do is when I turn the light on, all I gotta do is wait a few seconds, then hit the button again, and it turns off. That goes for all the light settings, regardless of which one you use. So say for the white light, this is the one I use the most, which is the brightest one. I give it a few seconds, click it once, and it's off again. And that goes for all the light settings. And that's a good feature I really like about this light. The next feature I'm going to show you is actually a dimmer switch. How you do it is you go to the desired light you want. This is the brightest one. This is the one I use the most. And what I do is push and hold the button. Now, hopefully you noticed that. I'm going to do it again. Do you notice how? So right now it's at the brightest setting again. I'm going to go to the small one. It's going to dim down to the lower light setting, and you saw that little flicker there. When you see that flicker happen, it means it's down to the lowest level, and it's on the low beam right now. If I want to, so I'll do my work right now, and then after I'm done, I can push and hold it again. It'll dim higher, go to the high beam, it'll flicker, now it's on the high beam. And I can just keep doing this over and over again as long as I push and hold the button. Do it again. And this goes for all the white lights. The red light, however, does not do this. So if I want to turn it off, just tap it once. If I want to turn it off while it's in the low beam, just click it once. You don't have to, go back up to the high beam or anything like that, There's the red. Then right now it's on the low. If I turn it off, and then when I turn it back on again, notice how it's back on the high beam again. That's going to happen every single time you turn it on and off, regardless of what light setting you're on, regardless of whether you're on the high beam or the low beam. It's always going to reset itself back up to the high beam again. So these are just, this, I know I did not tell you guys how much it was. I thought I'd leave that to the end because that's the most unbelievable part to me. It's only $20. $20, that's it. For what it is, Energizer, I don't know the exact name and model of this. I've only seen this flashlight at 2 different places, one of which is Canadian Tire, the other is Home Depot. I have not seen this any other hiking stores like Cabela's or Bass Pro, Mountain Equipment Co-op. I haven't seen it at any of those places, believe it or not. Just at Canadian Tire and Home Depot, the only 2 places I've seen this light. $20, you get all those kind of features, and when you're on the low beam, it'll last somewhere in the general range around 4 to 5 hours. If you're on the high beam, I believe it lasts about 2 hours. I don't know all the technical related information behind it. I don't know all the, specifics. But what I care for is, does it work? How does it work? And will it work for me? That's what I care for the most. And that's what that's what I just demonstrated now. So it's from Energizer, $20 from Canadian Tire is where I got it from. Shortly after that camp out where I was in a rush and I picked this up from, I actually went out and on Christmas actually and managed to get 2 more for the price of 1. So I got this one in this backpack, which is my day hiking backpack. I also have another one for my camping backpack and a 3rd one for my emergency bug out bag. Like I said, it takes 3 AAA batteries. I usually change them out regardless whether they're alive or dead every other camp out. So just that way the flashlight's fully functional. Complaints, so far I have no real complaints with this light. The lime green is the only color so far that I've seen with it. I haven't seen this in any other color but lime green, so hopefully it should be easy for you guys to find it. And like I said, it's been doing very well for me in the time that I've had it. I just bought it on a limb, just in a big rush. It weighs, next to nothing, and just folding it up like this, I can put an elastic band around it, but even then I don't bother with it. I just slip it into the convenient pouch on my backpack right here. Just slip it right in there. You can see my wooden spoons right there too. And of course, as you can see, my ferro rod and a leash video. That's the rope right there, and the ferro rod's in there. And there's my little somewhat happy face. So I'm under a shelter right now. I'm at Lake Wilcox Park, just hanging out. I was actually going to attach my hammock up into the rafters here, from like that point to that point, just to, simply hang out. But I'm actually on the verge of shivering right now. It's actually quite cold, just off the lake. Lake's just right over there. Like I said, this is Lake Wilcox Park. There's the playground over there and the parking area and such. Just a little bit further. It's a little bit blurry at the moment. This is located in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada, and it's just off of Bayview Avenue. Bayview Avenue goes north and south, and it's also just north of Stouffville Road, give or take. So it's really nice in here. There's no fishing though, unfortunately. You gotta go further down the lake to go fishing in a small little private spot. It's very small, but it's nice. You can't really catch much here though, unfortunately. Despite how big it is, it's not very big at all. But it's nice. The park itself is very, very small. See, over here, it's just a little couple of picnic tables over there, and that's it. So I come here sometimes to relax after work or on the weekends. Anyways, this is Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures. I'll see you around till next time.